Hey YouTube, you have Leonard here. Bring guys and gals, a condition called love. We're here, we're live, episode number 9. We're gonna hop into this reaction. For full transparency, those on the YouTube side, I started this episode and I got 20 seconds in, and then afterwards the episode failed, things happened. Those on Twitch will know what happened. Follow me on Twitch, of course, link in the search box down below. So we're gonna rewind. We're gonna redo this for full transparency. I only got 20 seconds in. So guys, smash that like button, is greatly appreciated. We're gonna begin this episode. Wait, what? Shut up, James. I hate you, man. Because she's Arizona. We're gonna start this episode. I'm dead. No, this is gonna be the only time I rewind. This is the only time. This will not happen again. Twitch chat, leave me be. I did nothing wrong. We're gonna start this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Man, it's not even my fault. Honestly, this is a curse of Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll sucks. I like Crunchyroll. I truly do. But ever since they started doing like little stuff, even the profile thing, which is really cool, the website's just been so buggy. But I digress. I won't hate on Crunchyroll because I still appreciate Crunchyroll. I get my anime on Crunchyroll. But man, the website's been flawed recently. Oh. Cherry Blossom viewing. Why does she look cross-eyed there? What? I wish I could rewind. If you look at Hotaru there, when she just paused, I was like, why do you look cross-eyed? And Hananoi's all happy even though he's hiding secrets. Man's keeping secrets from you. I did get this thought, by the way, everyone, and my general thought is maybe the reason Hananoi... No, I refuse to rewind. Just go back yourself. Go back to where she paused. If you see where she paused, she legit was just standing there cross-eyed. I kid you not. It was very unsettling. I'm going to choose to believe that I think Hananoi didn't know the situation back then, but he kind of saw Hotaru suffering, and he ultimately was just unable to actually tell her or approach her. So that's why she doesn't know him or remember him. I don't think he caused her trauma whatsoever, but I think he's afraid to tell her that he knew her back then because A, he didn't do anything, and then B, he doesn't want her to also look at him in a traumatic sense. He doesn't want to lose her. So that's the general conclusion that I came to. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, let's do this. Aww. Obacha. You got a letter from... Who's Chizu? Oh, his mother? No, they suck. His parents suck. You know, I just realized, in all those pictures where they have cutouts, since we know that they spend time with other kids, I guess that when they send pictures, he cuts out the other kids from the photos. Dang. Dang, he just hung up on her. You can't hang up on your grandmother. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? He literally just hung up on his grandmother. I can't believe the unmitigated gall of this individual. To hang up on your grandmother. Come on, man. And I just realized this show, boy, in the Kratos voice. Boy. Oh. A condition called love, I was about to say, would make for a really nice J drama or Korean drama. As I think about this series, it would be a very good adaptation for live action. Dang. Dang. But you're not embarrassed to ask your sister? Respect. Dang, you gotta explain kissing? What? Oh no. Oh no. Onei-chan don't know either. You can't ask your mother. I mean, probably should actually. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Mm-mm. Uh. Hananoi really does not look like a child. You're completely correct. You say that, but this man's just got canceled on by his parents, canceled on by you. Why is he? Oh, oh, Hananoi. Dishes, vacuum. He's such a pure boy. He doesn't do anything to anyone. Just gonna go to the cherry blossoms by himself. Mm-mm. Yeah, I do agree. If I were her, I would have found a way. It's hard because he has the service, but it's like, it sucks because he's literally trying to plan for next time. I'm not sure if I missed something. Why is she in her school outfit? Isn't it weird that she went to the funeral in school clothes? Yeah. Just tell them, Hotaru. Exactly. Yeah, do what you gotta do. You went to the service. Your sister told you go. Agreed. Wise words. Good sister right there. Oh, good point. Mio never did kiss him. Mm-hmm. He did your birthday. Don't forget that. He cared about you. Good job. Mm-hmm. No, dang, she almost fell. Now the question is, where's Hananoi right now? Oh, perfect. Okay, he's still there. Yo, leave Keigo alone. Why are you so disrespectful? That's creepy. Yes, he did. It's actually a bit of a big deal, but mm. You bum, Brock. Bro's really saying it where it hurts. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. You're a good man. You have your faults, but you are a good man. Mm. Yeah, the thing with Hanano's parents really, the more I think about, just really angers me. Truly does. Why have a kid then? I like this trope as well. I know it's one of those common tropes you see that's actually really nice. So I bet he opens the picture and it's them with another kid being happy. Exactly. And why do you gotta be brown? And steadily he gets sadder and sadder. Look, another kid. And you see how the resentment builds. All makes sense now. It all makes sense. Bad memories. Hey, man. I don't approve of this whatsoever, Hananoi. Leave my people be. But jokes aside, I do feel for him. It's like, if you imagine... Could you imagine that's where that went? They never put me first. That's not true. He just wants someone to think about him first. Because you never had that love. You just want someone to care about you. That's all he wants, guys. And yes, by the way, while I wouldn't have cut the people's photos out, I fully get why he did it. It's like you keep getting these pictures like resentment builds. Spend all your time with these children, not me. Mm-hmm. We're really getting deep in Hananoi's thoughts this episode, which is really good. Hananoi has too much going on in his mind. Oh, she didn't realize that he probably went all the way to the cherry blossom. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I think to have the mindset that you have to be number one in someone's mind is just very. It's a toxic way to think. But it's a way that he thinks because he was always devoid of having that primary sense of love from his parents. That's the thing. But yes, you're correct. The idea of feeling like you have to be someone's number one is not great. And you know what? Even when you're married, and I love my wife, I could say like my wife is my number one. But I still have other relationships that matter, like my parents and things like that. So while my wife is like first and foremost who I'm with, Hananoi's ideology, which is again, as I said, toxic because of just what he's experienced. You can't have it where it's just like you and another person and everything else is irrelevant. That doesn't work that way. It doesn't make for a healthy relationship. They two depend on one another. There he goes. But I like how also Hananoi realizes this and also accepts that even though he has these thoughts, when he's with Hotaru, he doesn't need that. Oh, this is perfect! Absolutely perfect. Perfect. And she got to him. Oh, she's really sweaty. Dang. She's definitely very sweaty right now. That's a nice touch. Bruh, breathe. On this day, Hananoi dies of internal bleeding from the collision. She put you first, you fool. Because she loves you. Hananoi-ka. No. Mm. Dang. This is so nice. All you need is just her to be with you. That's all you need, man. Don't think about all the other stuff. Ah, beautiful. Mm. Why are these two so pure? James, what you said is too accurate. So he was there. He saw it. And he couldn't move himself to do something, so he hesitated. I was right. So I was right. He had nothing to do with the incident, but he failed to stop it. He failed to approach her. And he feels that he's therefore somewhat responsible, and that's why he's afraid to tell her. Makes perfect sense. Okay. In light of these facts, I can understand and forgive why he did not want to bring up that they went to the same elementary school. He does still need to tell her, by the way. Let's keep that straight. But I understand now why he feels like he has to hide it. Because he feels like he failed her in the past and she experienced all this trauma as a result of it. And because she's traumatized by elementary school, he's afraid that if he mentions that he was in the same school, will that trauma sprinkle onto him? Thought I got spoiled. No, I just do very good deductive reasoning. Say what you want, but when it comes to romance anime, romance is like right up my alley. I give a lot of thoughts as to characters and why they do stuff. And it gives Hananoi because I know Hananoi is not a bad individual. The only thing I can think of as to why he would be in the school with her and not tell her that this was the case is that he felt some sense of regret because Hananoi is the type of character who's very hard on himself. So because of the regret that he felt by not being able to assist her, he felt that he couldn't reveal to her that he went to the same school. The fact that it would end up making him look horrible. Because he failed Hotaru. And now he's just like, I failed you once, I will never fail you again. That's perfect. The twist about the photos being with other children really broke my heart. It did for me too. And again, that was another one where, like, as I started thinking about it, obviously we get to reveal this episode, but I thought about it before. I'm just like, wait a second. When we got the last episode or two ago, where it's just like, oh, his parents go and they help kids essentially, I don't know this, but in unfortunate areas. And I'm just kind of like, his parents in all these photos. We thought initially it was like all on the same day and he cut himself out or something like that. It felt very weird, or maybe he had like a brother or something. More I thought about it, I was like, no, the photos are probably literally just the kids. It's the kids. Imagine how sad a kid has to feel. Sorry, imagine how sad a kid has to be to cut his parents' photos just to have a few. It's depressing, man. And I fully get it. I fully get it. I can't. I don't have. I don't have like. I don't want to explain this. We'll get personal for a second. I don't have in my personal case the greatest relationship with, let's say, my father. Um, but just for reference, I kind of like I grew up in a household where I had two parents who cared about me. They may have had their differences with each other, but generally speaking, cared about me, spent time with me, and I can't imagine growing up and both your parents not only not being around, because we understand sadly that does happen, but both parents not being around, and not even like you were abandoned at childhood. They abandoned like before you were like they abandoned you as you were a child, a sentient child, because they wanted to serve in other areas, and that meant leaving you and helping other kids in need, which sounds noble, but leaving you to basically rot. Man, that sucks. Man. Yeah, me and my dad are not on the greatest of terms, so therefore I do not really mention my dad much, if ever, quite frankly. That's what typically you hear me talk about my mom a lot. Plus, me and my mom lived together for a very long time. Um, but yeah, it's just sad. Yeah, it has an impact on you. So as I said before, as everyone is so quick to attack Hananoi for how he acts at times, please just remember he's the byproduct of literally missing out on parental love. His life, and honestly, all things considered, I'd argue Hananoi has turned out to be pretty good. The man doesn't hurt anybody physically. He's not like trying to harm individuals. He's a little bit awkward and to himself, but the boy literally on his off days, he reads. Now he's into cooking more, but he reads, he chills, and he doesn't bother anybody. And he simply sits to himself and is sad and upset because he doesn't have anyone who, in his opinion, cares about him to where he is a priority. Now, I argue his grandmother cares about him and he should recognize that. And again, that's a flaw on Hananoi's part, that he's only thinking of one type of love. But like you need more. He needed more. That's it. Yes, I agree. Need both. Hananoi deserves so much better. Facts. Facts. They're doing something good as work, but it's pretty bad to ignore your own kid. It is. Like, and I'm gonna make this I make this personal. I kept the YouTube video going, but I'll make this personal again. I'm a very religious person, right? And I believe in going and helping people. And I would like to think that my wife and I would love to do something very similar, where you go to an area and you help out other people, you help out children, things like that, and make use of that while we are together and not single, and married. And that's something that sounds noble and it sounds great, and that's something that we would want to do potentially. But if we had a kid, that's out the window. And the reason why is because if you have a kid, your kid should become your priority, guys. And if you want to disagree, man, I mean, that's fine. People have different thoughts and beliefs. This is what I believe personally. That if I'm going to have a kid, and that's a responsibility, I can't leave my kid simply because I'm going to go help other people. If you can't take care of your own household, how are you supposed to take care of others? So that to me is a fatal flaw in what his parents did, and they have completely failed Hananoi as a person. And they failed as parents as far as I'm concerned. It's not right. It's not right. Now, if my child was at a certain point where I could take my child and do something like that, then yeah, that's a little bit different. If I could move with my child, being the key, and do this stuff, that'd be great and good. But they decided, to leave the child, Hananoi, and go about doing the business, living their life. Then you shouldn't have had a kid. As far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't have had a kid. Or you sit down and you care for him. I don't know. This whole thing gets me upset. It gets me very upset, which is honestly credit to the show being very good. It's tackling something that's very deep rooted in a lot of people's hearts, mine personally, indeed. Um, Dang, Hananoi deserves so much better. Number one, he does. He does. Anyway, guys, sorry to get personal like that, but again, we're going to end this one here. I really think this was just an amazing episode, and I'm happy for Hananoi that you have it to where Hotaru comes through, and at the end of the day, she's just like, I came here for you. I realized that I had to be here. For Hananoi to hear those words, and again, I know he doesn't need to, he's realizing he doesn't have to be number one, he just wants to be with her forever. But nonetheless, to see her prioritize him, I'm gonna lie, it sucked. And Keiko kind of drove it home when he was just like, "Dang, but it was your first birthday together, and like she's not even there." Man, that's sad. That sucks. Well, yeah, Hananoi felt the same way. It is sad. It did suck for her to realize I need to be here, and for him to hear from her that she had to be there with him. Bravo. That's perfect. Exactly what he needed to hear. So anyway, guys, we're gonna end this here. I'd like the video, like the video, subscribe, like my content. It is greatly appreciated as always. And with that, I'm Leonard and I'm out. Take care, everybody, and of course, have a good one. Peace.